Hello, we welcome you for tonight's broadcast. This is North Dakota High School Volleyball, just doing a quick testing of the audio. And our pregame show will begin promptly at 6:30. JV matchup has commenced, so we are right on schedule. First tip, 7 o'clock. Grand Forks, Red River, Fargo North.
The following is a presentation of KNOX Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to our coverage of EDC Volleyball on the KNOX Live Sports Network. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Grand Trailer Sales and Rivard's Turf and Forage. Grand Forks, Red River, and Fargo North, both teams looking to heat up as we near the midpoint of the 2025 volleyball season here at Grand Forks Red River High School. We're going to make our way through this pregame show. The pregame show is brought to you by Signature Graphics. We craft your vision, you watch it come to life. And True North Equipment, true to our values, driven by you. We'll jump right into it and take a look at the Eastern Dakota Conference standings. This is our drive for the title segment. As you can see, the top 4 teams after the Eastern Dakota Conference tournament will advance to state, similar to other sports with this format in the EDC. And as you'll notice, Grand Forks Red River sitting inside that top 4 right now, but it's a jumbled mess. A whole lot of teams with very similar records, and that includes Grand Forks Red River and Fargo North, both with a 1-2 record in the conference. The Rough Riders are 6-3 overall on the season. Meanwhile, Fargo North below 500 with a record of 4-7. Taking a look elsewhere in the conference, Fargo Davies leading the league right now with a perfect 3-0 record in league play, 7-2 overall. West Fargo Cheyenne is 3-1 in league play, 9-2 overall record. The West Fargo Packers 2-1 with an 8-1 overall record. And then here's our slew of teams with a 1-2 record in league play. Each of these teams trying to separate themselves from the rest of the pack, and we have a good matchup. Two teams with the same record in Eastern Dakota Conference play. Grand Forks Red River 1-2 with a 6-3 record, and Fargo North with a 1-2 record in league play, 4-7 overall. Other teams with that 1-2 league play record include West Fargo Horace, Fargo South, Fargo Shanley, and then Grand Forks Central. Elsewhere tonight, West Fargo taking on their crosstown rivals, West Fargo Horace. Fargo South taking on Fargo Shanley, another couple of teams that both have that 1-2 record overall in the conference. Fargo Davies, the top of the Eastern Dakota Conference, taking on the bottom of the EDC as it stands right now. Fargo Davies at across town here in Grand Forks Central, the Grand Ole Lady. And then a cross-river rivalry between West Fargo Cheyenne in Moorhead. Those are the other games that are taking place tonight. And a look at our drive for the title. We're making our way through the pregame show here, getting ready for a matchup between Grand Forks Red River and Fargo North in EDC volleyball. This pregame show brought to you by Signature Graphics and True North Equipment. We're going to take a quick break here, word from our sponsors. When we come back, we will continue on with the pregame show. This is Rough Rider Volleyball on KNOX Live Sports.
When you simplify, you have more time for life. Simplify your life with Hugo's Family Marketplace. No time to run to the grocery store? Hugo's can help. Just click on GoHugos.com and place your order online. We'll fill your order, and you can either pick it up curbside or have it delivered to your home or business. It's really that easy. Just go to GoHugos.com for all the details.
More low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
Thief River Glass handles it all. Aluminum storefronts, auto glass, windows, shower enclosures, and more. Just like our athletes, we're built for every season. No job is too big or too small. Call 218-681-1333 for year-round dependable service.
When you're looking for a change of pace, a change of routine, or a change of scenery, we'll help you find what's next. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
Ready to launch your future? At Northland Community and Technical College, opportunity starts here. Train for high-demand technical and skilled trades or start with an affordable Associates of Arts degree and transfer with ease. Visit northlandcollege.edu.
The Kubota BX Series, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
For expert sales and service, visit Acme Equipment or online at acmekubota.com.
Welcome back to our coverage of North Dakota High School volleyball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales KNOX Live Sports Network. We are in the midst of our pregame show brought to you by True North Equipment and Signature Graphics. Getting ready, and we are on pace for a first tip of 7 o'clock. The C Squad and JV matches went on schedule, so we should have no delay. 7 o'clock first tip between Grand Forks, Red River, and Fargo North. A couple of teams with the same record in the middle of the pack, along with a whole slew of other teams in the EDC who have a record of 1-2 in league play. So in a very important match for both of these squads. Should be an exciting night inside of Grand Forks Red River High School. Let's take another look at our next segment now throughout the duration of this pregame show, and that is our Tools to the Game segment. Tools to the Game is brought to you by State Farm Logan Karski Agency, building game plans for what matters most. Car, home, life. Logan Karski is here to protect what matters most to you. Logan Karski, State Farm. Our Tools to the Game, taking a look first for the visitors, Fargo North, Audrey Rydell. Some impressive stats there for all of these players. Audrey Rydell will be a net player for Fargo North. Taking a look at where she stands, 6'1", so one of the taller players for the Spartans. The senior has 94 kills and 83 digs. Next is Anna Helverson. Anna Helverson is a junior, also standing at 6'1", listed as a middle hitter and a right hitter on the program. She has 92 kills and 20 blocks this season. And then the libero, Gretchen Snowden. Gretchen Snowden has an eye-popping 103 digs so far in the 2025 season, and Gretchen Snowden is only a sophomore, so plenty of varsity playing time remaining throughout the duration of Gretchen Snowden's career. Now switching to the other side of the net, taking a look at Grand Forks Red River. Lily Coons is a player we have mentioned. Lily Coons is an outside hitter coming at 6 foot tall. She has 70 kills on the season and 14 blocks. Carson Grube, another player. It's going to be a junior outside hitter standing at 5'9". She has 67 kills and 84 digs. And the final player that we have listed for the Rough Rider volleyball program is London Flanagan. London Flanagan, the senior outside hitter, also an opposite side hitter, coming in at 5'9". She has 22 kills on the season and 10 blocks. You'll notice the more kills from the net players listed, Audrey Rydell and Anna Halverson, for Fargo North. So we'll talk about that later as we get into our pregame show. Once again, this pregame show brought to you by True North Equipment and Signature Graphics. These tools to the game brought to you by Logan Karski Agency at State Farm, protecting what matters most to you. Home, life, auto, Logan Karski, State Farm. And this is a perfect segue to take a look at our player spotlight. Earlier today, Ryan Cunningham had an opportunity to talk to Grand Forks Red River's Carson Grube, a player that we have listed has 67 kills and 84 digs this season. The junior outside hitter for Grand Forks Red River. And this interview is brought to you by Acme Tools, your Kubota sales and service full-line dealer. Here's Ryan Cunningham and Carson Grube.
Carson's got some news to share with us here today because we were told that this week she was elected Homecoming Princess as well. That's an award that goes to a junior. So, Carson, I don't know. You must have a lot of friends in school. Is that how that works? Did you have to campaign? How did you end up winning that award this week?
Well, I do have a lot of friends at school, but I also think with the volleyball team, a lot of girls were there cheering me on. And when they figured out that I was nominated, they were super excited. And then they all told me they were going to vote me. So I was super excited about that. But yeah, I know the other girls that were elected. They have a bunch of friends too, and they're both great role models. So yeah, I'm excited and a little nervous about it because I've never really been in front of a big stage like that before, but I'm excited.
Well, hey, it'll be a good week for you, obviously. It's always fun to have the homecoming experience going on right now, and you happen to have that coming up tonight as you get ready to take on Grand Forks Red River. Carson, and finding out about you, tell us how you got exposed to the sport of volleyball and what were some of the earliest memories that you have when you were a youngster before you became a varsity volleyball player.
Well, I grew up doing gymnastics, so I did that for like the first 11 or so years of my life, and then I kind of got a lot of injuries with my lower back, and I was just kind of over it. I was ready for something new. So then I started doing volleyball camps just based out of Grand Forks, and I did a lot of club tournaments. And I think my first memories were just meeting my friends that I still play with to this day that are on the varsity team with me. And I just think just a lot of fun meeting new coaches, new teammates, and yeah.
What was that like to have to change up things from gymnastics to volleyball? Were you sad to leave it behind? Or I guess you said you were ready for something new. So when you found volleyball, was it kind of like that aha moment that, hey, this is something else I could like?
Yeah, I think right when I left gymnastics, I was like thinking about it and I wasn't sad at all. I was so ready for something new. And now when I look back, I don't regret my decision at all. And I was just so happy. And I think that I had that aha moment. I was like, wow, this is my sport. Like, I love it.
Let's talk about what you do in the classroom. Obviously, when you're in school, obviously the student part of the student athlete has to come first. And we like to find out what our player spotlights really enjoy academically. So tell us what you're after when it comes down to the school part, Carson.
I love English. I'm in marketing. I've taken marketing the last 3 years now in high school, and I'm in DECA, which is like the marketing club. And I love marketing, anything with business. I like English. I like writing and reading. So I think in my free time, I like reading too. So no matter what it is, I'm always excited to just learn something new.
It's interesting that you mentioned DECA because I know that you're a multi-sport athlete at Red River. Then to top it off, you add DECA. So you've got a lot of extracurricular time on your hands. You must be an extremely busy student.
Oh, yeah. I remember during tennis season last year, which is the other sport I play, I was gone for a week because I went to the ICDC International DECA Conference in Florida. So that was fun, but it was busy.
Well, it's time to get ready to play some volleyball tonight. When you do have some free time, And it doesn't sound like you have much, Carson, but the 5-6 minutes you scrape up, if you're not reading, what might we find you doing? What do you like as far as a hobby?
Well, I like to read, well, like what I said, hanging out with my friends. I like to try new things, try new foods. I like baking and cooking, and yeah, sleeping as well.
We could all use some of that, especially you. Tell me what it means to be a Grand Forks Red River Rough Rider. And obviously you came to volleyball late, but multi-sport athlete, other types of clubs that you're involved with. So you've made the most of your Red River experience, but what's it like being a Rough Rider, putting on that uniform and being with this group of athletes that you get to be with tonight?
Yeah, what I feel like when I put on a uniform today, I just feel like a leader, like I'm with my family, the girls I've played with. I've been playing with them since I was just a little kid, and I feel like we're all sisters. And when I'm out there, it's just like I'm playing with my best friends. We all know each other so close. We're all so personal with each other. And to be a Rough Rider is to be family with one another and be kind to everybody no matter what. And it's just the best feeling.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivard's Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Go to rivards.com.
Rivals on the ice, united in the stands, and everyone's geared up from Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World. Hockey gear, fan apparel, Nodak Pride, we've got it all and more. Locally owned, 1004 South Washington Street. Shop local, shop Jarrell's.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, GrandTrailersales.com.
Signature Graphics in East Grand Forks is your one-stop shop for all your branding and design needs. From embroidery, vinyl wrapping, laser print, and more, fully customized from start to finish, all in-house. Signature Graphics. We craft your vision. You watch it come to life.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
It's hard to explain what this feels like. We could try to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit True North Equipment at any of our 10 locations or at www.truenorthequipment.com.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. Pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. SprayAdvantage.com.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
The Ski and Bike Shop proudly supports our local high school athletes on the field, the court, and beyond. Just like sports, adventure starts with the right gear. The Ski and Bike Shop, where your next adventure begins.
Welcome back to our coverage of North Dakota High School Volleyball on the KNOX Live Sports Network, brought to you by Rivard's Turf and Forage and Grand Trailer Sales. We're just about 15 minutes away from first tip in this matchup between Red River High School and Fargo North, a couple of teams in the running to be in that top 4 in the Eastern Dakota Conference. We're making our way through the pregame report. This pregame report is brought to you by True North Equipment and Signature Graphics and Apparel. Right now, let's take a look at our next element that we have for you, and that is our Keys to the Game, brought to you by Jarrell Sports. Hockey season right around the corner, so if you're needing new skates still, maybe a new stick, helmet, whatever it is that you are in need of to prepare for the upcoming season on the ice, see what's new for the season, stop in at Jarrell Sports. Starting off with the visitors, flex and advantage at the net. And for those of you just joining us who did not see our previous element talking about our Logan Karski State Farm Agency tools of the game, a couple of net players for Fargo North already with more than 90 kills on the season. So when we say the Spartans have an advantage at the net, in no way is that a slight towards the Rough Riders. Fargo North just has that all-conference type level at the net, and it's readily apparent here during warm-ups as the Fargo North is practicing their spikes at the net. So that certainly is going to be an advantage for Fargo North, and they're going to want that to be evident throughout this Eastern Dakota Conference matchup and decide on a block. Fargo North knows they're going to be able to block the middle of the net or a certain side of the net, but they're not going to be able to do both. So my scouting report says Fargo North is going to have to make a decision, and that's going to have to be communicated with the 3 players on the back row as well in terms of where you want to block on the net and have that communication present so the back row players know where they need to be standing for any potential digs. So flex their advantage at the net and then also communicate those net players where they plan on setting the block. Now for the home team, Red River High School, the Rough Riders read the defense well, have an understanding of where the holes are, when Fargo North is setting those blocks, trying to find the weak spot in the Spartans' defense is going to be crucial for Carolyn Olson and her team to try and put some runs together for the Rough Riders. Also continue rallies, talking about rallies, not only just stringing multiple points together for those offensive runs, but just long rallies wearing out the stamina of Fargo North and digging on the back row. We talk about the talent of both Audrey Rydell and Anna Halverson for Fargo North. Both players have north of 90 kills on the 2025 season. So digging on the back row is going to be crucial for Chloe Groven, Lauren Andres, and a lot of those other back row players for Grand Forks Red River. Once again, these are our keys to the game, brought to you by Durrell Sports. See what's new for the season. Stop in today. We are on pace for a 7 o'clock first tip in this Eastern Dakota Conference matchup between Grand Forks Red River and Fargo North. So we're going to take another quick break. When we come back, we're going to wrap up this pregame report and get ready for the action. This is Rough Rider Volleyball on KNOX Live Sports, brought to you by Rivard's Turf and Forage and Grand Trailer Sales.
Rust, salt, and time are the biggest enemies for a fuel tank. Never fear, because Grand Forks Welding is here to take care of your enemies for you. We not only fix or patch your tanks, but we can custom fabricate any kind of replacement fuel tanks or service unit. Go to grandforkswelding.com.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
Big Jim's Tire is the area's #1 farm and ag tire supplier, and with harvest here, you want the best. Best tires, best service, and Big Jim's will get it done fast to get you moving again. Big Jim's Tire, Grand Forks.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
Nothing feels or performs better than a properly fitted golf club. Whether it's irons, driver, or putter, call us today for your free club fitting. For over 30 years, the Golf Center in Grand Forks has been your club fitting leader.
Pro Ag in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Wilrich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything Pro Ag has to offer.
We very much take a lot of pride in our work. Customer service has always been our #1.
We have the best materials. You're going to have the best people in the area to do the job.
If you can dream it up, we can make it happen.
Or head to gworkslf.com to get started.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new. Big or small, Finest Auto Trim can cover it all. To get a quote, go to finestautotrim.com.
Welcome back to our coverage of Eastern Dakota Conference Volleyball on the Rivard's Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales KNOX Live Sports Network. We are on pace for a 7 o'clock first tip in this highly anticipated matchup between Red River High School and Fargo North. This is EDC Volleyball. Let's take another look at our drive for the title as we're getting ready to read off the starting lineups. First tip scheduled at 7 o'clock. Both teams have had their warm-ups in. We're ready to roll. As you'll see, a whole slew of teams, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams tied for 4th place as it stands right now in the EDC standings for high school volleyball. Grand Forks, Red River, and Fargo North, 2 of those 5 teams with a record of 1-2 in conference play. So this is a big game to try separate yourself from the remainder of the pack. The rest of the games in action tonight include West Fargo versus West Fargo Horace, Fargo South taking on Fargo Shanley, Fargo North here at Grand Forks Red River, of course, Fargo Davies at Grand Forks Central, and Moorhead at West Fargo Cheyenne. Elsewhere on KNOX Live Sports, Ryan Cunningham in Thompson broadcasting the number 1 team in the state at the Class A level as they take on Grafton. So you can, if you're watching via the stream on KNOX Live Sports, KNOXradio.com, under the Live Sports tab, go ahead and switch over to the other window to watch Thompson versus Grafton. And then on YouTube, under the same channel, you will be able to watch Ryan's coverage of the Tommies taking on the Spoilers. We're going to take a quick break for the playing of our Star Spangled Banner.
It takes attention to detail. With your local Bryant dealer, you're getting someone who pays attention to the little things that make a big difference. And to keep your family cool this summer, it takes Bryant.
Connect with Thermal Air today, your Bryant certified dealer.
In Grand Forks, it's about more than just where you live. It's about the people you trust when life happens.
At Logan Karski State Farm, we're proud to protect what matters most. I'm Logan Karski with State Farm, and we'd be honored to be your good neighbor.
When the lights go out, count on the pros. Bergstrom Electric in Grand Forks, the area's largest full-service electrical contractor. From commercial builds to homes, they're trusted for quality, safety, and award-winning work. Call today, 701-775-8897.
When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need. Turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Hey, this is Pastor Paul. I'd like to welcome you to Hope Church, especially if you're a person that doesn't have a place where you hang out spiritually. We would love for you to come and experience hope and find God. Hope Church, 9, 10:30, and 6 p.m. on Sundays. For more information, you can check out gfhope.org.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for 2.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on Pick 6, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
H&S Electrical Services is proud to support local high school sports. From homes to industry, we deliver safe, reliable electrical solutions. Locally owned and operated, our skilled team ensures quality and service you can trust. H&S, trusted in your homes and businesses.
We welcome you back as we are just moments away from first tip. Grand Forks Red River taking on Fargo North. Wrapping up our pregame show, brought to you by Signature Graphics. We craft your vision, you watch it come to life, as well as True North Equipment, true to our values, driven by you. That is our pregame report, getting ready for a 7 o'clock first tip. Finally, before first tip, we'll read off our starting lineups, starting with the visitors, Fargo North. Starting lineups brought to you by Forks Fence Company, powered by Greenworks. We will start off actually with the home team, Grand Forks Red River. Number 5, Maren Gothberg. Avi Johnson, Carson Grube, Jessica Johnson, 15, Lizzie Kuntz, and number 25, London Flanagan. And the head coach for the Rough Riders is Carolyn Olson. Our starting lineup brought to you by Forks Fence Company, powered by Greenworks for Fargo North. Number 1, Gretchen Snowden. Number 3, Lila Platson. Number 5, Audrey Rydell. Number 7, Kate Monplaisir. Number 12, Meredith Platson. Number 15, Lucy Rydell. And number 21, Anna Halverson. Once again, those starting lineups brought to you by Forks Fence Company, powered by Greenworks. Grand Forks' number 1 fence company, and we're excited for this highly anticipated matchup. Showing you once again, we were cut off as the gymnasium over the public address system played the Star Spangled Banner. Always happy to take a break to recognize our country's national anthem. Taking a look at the 5 teams, all with a 1-2 record in league play. Grand Forks Red River and Fargo North, along with West Fargo Horace, Fargo South, and Fargo Shanley. So teams trying to separate themselves from the pack, and a great place to start against another team with the identical league record as you, and that's what we have on place for you tonight as the Rough Riders get ready to take on the Fargo North Spartans. We are just moments away from first tip. This is high school volleyball on KNOX Live Sports, brought to you by Grand Trailer Sales and Rivard's Turf and Forage. The first team with service will be Grand Forks Red River. Number 13, the junior, Jessica Johnson. Grand Forks Red River in their all-black home uniforms. Fargo North with their navy blue tops. And a kill on the far side. That's going to be executed by Carson Grube. The assist going to Jessica Johnson. So the Rough Riders off to an early 1-0 lead in set number 1 against Fargo North. Still at the service line is Jessica Johnson. Just a touch play at the net. Red River able to recover, and a little too much on that one from Jessica Johnson as that goes deep. That will get Fargo North on the scoreboard. We're knotted at 1 apiece. Claire Carr into the game now for Fargo North at the service line for the Spartans. There's that big kill at the net from Anna Halverson. Red River able to get a block off on it. The Spartans throw it over the net. Flanagan. Now the middle hitter for Grand Forks Red River. It's going to be an errant spike attempt there from Maren Gothberg. So the point will go to the Spartans. Touch play on the far side from Grube. Fargo North able to recover, and a nice spike half court on the near side from Meredith Platson. And the Spartans are on a 3-0 run here to start set number 1. 3-1 on our All True Health System scoreboard after the Rough Riders got the first point with the service. And an ace there from Fargo North, and they stay hot. Staying hot at the service line for the Spartans is Claire Carr, the junior setter for Fargo North. Red River trying to stop the bleeding here now. Touch play at the net, done so eloquently by Meredith Platson, and Fargo North stays hot. Now a 5-0 run to start set number 1 for Fargo North. Still at the service line is Claire Carr. Grand Forks Red River with not the best set on the back line, led the net players to scramble, and that's going to be an ace for Fargo North. Now a 6-0 run. After the Rough Riders got the first points of the match at the service line, Fargo North has gotten it back and have been on a run since. Riders trying to stop the bleeding. Nice kill at the net. Dig on the back line from Fargo North. Another great dig on the back line for the Riders. Having to go over with this one is Gothberg. Coming back the other way, and good eye on the backside by London Flanagan. The kill on the near side from Meredith Platson is too much, and the Rough Riders are able to stop a 6-0 run for Fargo North. And a point there for the Riders. Cuts the lead in half, 6-3 on our All True Health System scoreboard in favor of Red River. A return that barely sneaks over the net for the Spartans. They now have time to regroup. Far side spike, and it's a block at the net. Trying to get a number on that one for Red River. That's Lizzie Kuntz. I'm going to capture that replay, show you the replay, brought to you by American Family Insurance Tyler Nagel Agency. As we continue on, an out serve from Red River, so not missing any noticeable action, but a great play at the net there by Lizzie Kuntz for Red River. And after the faulty serve for the Riders, that brings us to a score of 7-4 in favor of Fargo North. Far side, that's Coons, blocked at the net, unable to recover is the Spartans. Coons heating up on that outside net position. Doing a good job of rotating her to the outside, and she's making Fargo North pay. Here come the Riders, now trailing just by 2, 7-5. Another great block on the far side from Coons, and she is heating up. We talked about these players at the net for the Spartans, including Anna Halverson and Audrey Rydell, both with north of 90 kills on the season so far. And Lizzie Coons has met them at the net on multiple occasions on the far side. That's a matchup to watch out for. Lucy Rydell and Lizzie Coons, and a ball that gets outside of the boundary on the near side for Fargo North means that we're all tied up. It is 7-7 here in set number 1. And a faulty serve there from Gothberg gives the service back to the Spartans. Back and forth, set number 1. Grand Forks Red River going on a run of their own to make it a competitive set. At the service line for the Spartans, this is Anna Halverson. Touch play, Flanagan touches it right back over the net. Far side kill, excellently done. That's Lizzie Coons once again. The senior 6-foot outside hitter for Grand Forks Red River is having herself an excellent set number 1. And that'll knot it up once again, 8-8 between Grand Forks Red River and Fargo North. This is A.V. Johnson at the service line for the Rough Riders. A kill on the far side, and it's a beauty on the near side. Audrey Rydell, cross-court spike that lands inside of the boundary. That was an amazing play from the outside hitter, the senior Audrey Rydell, standing at 6'1" for the Spartans. They now lead 9-8. Grand Forks Red River trying to get service back. That's Coons on the near side, forcing the North defense into disarray. And actually the kill is going to be Paige Anderson. That's Paige Anderson. No, actually, correction, that is number 15, Lizzie Coons, now at the service line for the Riders, 9-9. And too much to handle is the spike on the far side. That's Audrey Rydell once again. The spike goes immediately to the back line. Too much for Lizzie Coons to handle on the back row. It's 10-9 in favor of Fargo North, and there's an ace for the Spartans by Audrey Rydell, the senior 6'1" outside / middle hitter for Fargo North High School. They now have a lead of 2 in set number 1. Rydell with a booming serve. Grand Forks Red River able to recover. One too many touches. That's another ace back-to-back for Fargo North's Audrey Rydell. Their lead now stretched to 3. Red River able to scramble to get that one over. We have a rally developing. And a block at the net. Good job there by Carson Groove for Grand Forks Red River to regain service. The Riders trail the Spartans by 2. It is 10-12. Senior London Flanagan at the service line for Red River. Touch play at the net, and it's a beauty from Lucy Rydell, the freshman, 5'7" setter for Fargo North. A couple of Rydells on this team, a senior standing at 6'1", Audrey Rydell, and Lucy Rydell, a starter for the Spartans, the freshman 5'7" setter with an impact play there. And the Spartans regain a 3-point lead in set number 1. And a spike, great job there on the back row for Grand Forks Red River, and they have another one. An immediate return, free ball here for the Spartans. Far side, and it's deflected at the net, but it's a great hit from Lila Pladsen. assisted by Claire Carr. And that gives the Spartans a 4-point lead in set number 1. The Rough Riders now on their heels. Grube with the over for the Riders. Now near side, blocked at the net. 2 hits remaining. Has to come over here, and a great shot from the back row. A full court spike from Lizzie Coons. We're going to capture that replay and show it to you when the time is appropriate. And that's a great way for the Rough Riders to regain service, trailing by 3 here in set number 1. Tipped at the net. Red River has to get it over here. Doing so is Flanagan. Trying to find it in the right spot. Fargo North setting up their offense. Blocked at the net. And it's going to be the Fargo North outside hitter, number 21, Anna Halverson, incidentally hitting the net. That will lead to a point for the Rough Riders, but still good net play up front by Carson Grube and also Maren Gothberg. Out of bounds serve from Flanagan gives service back to the Spartans. They lead 15-12 on our Ultra Health System scoreboard. Gothberg with the spike. Fargo North able to recover. Getting it over is Snowden. Another spike, this time on the far side from Grube. Spartans able to recover once again, one too many. Nice spike on the far side there from the junior Carson Grube, who, for those of you who tuned in to our pregame report brought to you by True North Equipment and Signature Graphics, Ryan Cunningham had an opportunity to talk to her before our broadcast. So if you want to rewind our YouTube stream as Fargo North gets service immediately right back, now with a 3-point lead over the Riders. Rewind after our broadcast to catch that interview between Ryan Cunningham and Carson Grube. That was brought to you by Acme Tools, your Kubota sales and service full-line dealer. So a good play at the net has the Spartan defense scrambling and out of sorts. Back and forth we go. Service goes back to the Riders. Serving is going to be Maren Gothberg, the sophomore middle hitter. And a strong kill on the near side. That's Audrey Rydell. Too much to handle for that back row for Red River. And we go back and forth, back and forth. Hasn't been a run of much more than 2 here in the last handful of points. Spartans lead by 3. And misplaying it there is Red River's back line. Strong serve, nevertheless, from Anna Halverson, 6'1" junior, middle/right hitter for Fargo North. Stretches the lead to 4 for the Spartans. Another solid serve. Red River appears that they're going to be able to recover, and they do so. Fargo North, a spike from the half court. Over to the far side, that's Coons. A near side spike from A.V. Johnson. Fargo North able to recover, and it's a clean spike on the near side once again by Audrey Rydell. A good rally there for Red River, but they were not able to execute on the couple of spike opportunities that they had. Fargo North takes advantage. 1 point away from 20 on our Ultra Health System scoreboard, 19-14 in favor of Fargo North. And another solid run getting put together now by the Spartans. At the service line is Anna Halverson. The lead stretched to 6 for Fargo North. The score is 20-14 over Grand Forks Red River. Got to wonder when the Riders consider taking their first time out of the match. And here's another ace. And Halverson is taking the Spartans on another run, and here is that timeout. Timeout being taken by Carolyn Olson. It's brought to you by Big Jim's Tire and Apex Apparel. We'll take it with them. This is Rough Rider Volleyball on KNOX Live Sports.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
When the lights go out, count on the pros. Bergstrom Electric in Grand Forks, the area's largest full-service electrical contractor. From commercial builds to homes, they're trusted for quality, safety, and award-winning work. Call today, 701-775-8897.
Ready to launch your future? At Northland Community and Technical College, opportunity starts here. Train for high-demand technical and skilled trades or start with an affordable Associates of Arts degree and transfer with ease. Visit northlandcollege.edu.
We welcome you back to our coverage of Rough Rider Volleyball on the Rivard Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales KNOX Live Sports Network. The Rough Riders trying to put a stop to this run being put on at the service line by Anna Halverson for Fargo North. A timeout called by Carolyn Olson, the head coach of the Rough Riders. That timeout is brought to you by Big Jim's Tire and Apex Apparel. Halverson still at the service line. Big galloping serve over to the far side. Coons. Halverson able to save what could have been a ball near the boundary. Now Flanagan with a touch play at the net. And from the back row, too much there for Anna Halverson, so a well-used timeout by Olson. And the Rough Riders regain service, now trailing 21-15 on our All True Health System scoreboard. Paige Anderson checking in for the Rough Riders, junior opposite side hitter. And that's out of bounds from Fargo North on the far side boundary. So the Rough Riders stringing a couple of points together. At the service line, this is A.B. Johnson. Another junior for the Riders. Trying to go on a run themselves. Fargo North has had a couple of 5+ runs so far in set number 1, and they put an end to a 2-point run for the Riders. Spartans regain service, now leading 22-16 in set number 1. At the service line for Fargo North, this is Lucy Rydell, the freshman. And the freshman serves it right into the net, gives Grand Forks Red River an opportunity to try claw their way back into set number 1, trailing by 5. Fargo North only 3 points away from clinching this opening set. Coons at the service line, and she'll get an ace. Good strong serve there from Lizzie Coons, a senior leader on this Rough Rider volleyball program, one of only 2 listed on the varsity roster, Lizzie Coons and London Flanagan. And a little bit too much mustard on that one from Lizzie Coons. And that will give service back to Fargo North, now only 2 points away from securing set number 1. Red River's defense able to recover. Flanagan pushes it over the net for the Riders. Athletic play at the net there from Paige Anderson. A block, and the Met immediately has to get down and bump it back up into the air for the Rider defense to be able to recover. So that's a great cover there from Paige Anderson, making an athletic play at the net. The Riders now at 19. And a spike on the far side off the right arm of Lila Platson goes into the net. And the Riders inching closer, now trailing just by 3, 23-20. Flanagan, one of the 2 seniors on the varsity roster for the Riders at the service line. Free ball here for Grand Forks Red River. And that one is just barely outside of the boundary from Red River. Attempting the kill, I believe, was Coons. Could have also have been A.V. Johnson. And the Spartans now have set point. Great cover there from Fargo North. And a kill on the near side. Excellent job by Paige Anderson. and she's impressed since coming into this matchup. The Riders have life, trailing by 3, 24-21, still set point in favor of Fargo North on our All True Health System scoreboard. Service now goes to Jessica Johnson for Grand Forks Red River, and her serve gets over the net. A let-style serve that had enough juice behind it to hit the net and then barely roll over. Fargo North starting to celebrate a set victory. A second too soon. 24-22 now. And this one won't have similar luck for the Riders. Set number 1 is going to go in favor of Fargo North. We're going to take a quick break here. Word from our sponsors. When we come back, we'll bring you set number 2. This is Rough Rider Volleyball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales KNOX Live Sports Network.
Rust, salt, and time are the biggest enemies for a fuel tank. Never fear, because Grand Forks Welding is here to take care of your enemies for you. We not only fix or patch your tanks, but we can custom fabricate any kind of replacement fuel tanks or service unit. Go to grandforkswelding.com.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great-tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
Big Jim's Tire is the area's #1 farm and ag tire supplier, and with Harvest here, you want the best. Best tires, best service, and Big Jim's will get it done fast to get you moving again. Big Jim's Tire, Grand Forks.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
Nothing feels or performs better than a properly fitted golf club. Whether it's irons, driver, or putter, call us today for your free club fitting. For over 30 years, the Golf Center in Grand Forks has been your club fitting leader.
Pro Ag in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Will Rich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything Pro Ag has to offer.
We very much take a lot of pride in our work. Customer service has always been our #1.
We have the best materials. You're going to have the best people in the area to do the job.
If you can dream it up, we can make it happen.
Or head to gworkslf.com to get started.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new. Big or small, Finest Auto Trim can cover it all. To get a quote, go to finestautotrim.com.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
If you've got an electrical emergency, call RBB Electric. We are your 24/7 electrician. Your call will always be answered by an RBB employee ready to help 24/7. RBB Electric is on time every time. Your time is valuable, and we don't waste it. RBB Electric always calls ahead to schedule service. We are online always. If you suffer from slow download speeds, call our certified network designers and installers. On call, on time, and online. RBB Electric won't leave you in the dark. RBB Electric, your 24/7 electricians.
We welcome you back. Fargo North takes set number 1 over Grand Forks Red River in Eastern Dakota Conference Volleyball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales KNOX Live Sports Network. Not much of an intermission report to give you. However, our break in between sets is brought to you by Grand Forks Welding, the men of steel since 1885. And High Plains Water, your home's clear choice for awesome water. That's going to be a carry against Red River. Point to Fargo North, and they start set 2 where they left off, getting the opening point. Set score 1-0 in favor of Fargo North. Leading the second frame very early on. Big booming spike from Grube, and she wants more. This time it goes into the net, however. And Fargo North trying to start set number 2, how they began set number 1. Grand Forks Red River had the opening point of the match. Then the Spartans went on a 6-0 run. That gave them the cushion they needed on their way to a 25-22 set number 1 victory. And another deep ball there from the front line from Red River. And Fargo North on a 3-0 run to start the second set. Near side, Johnson. Fargo North able to recover. Comes to the near side and a block at the net, and that's A.B. Johnson blocking number 12. That is Meredith Pladsen for Fargo North, and that's just what the doctor ordered for the Riders. So that's a point for Fargo North. Unsure on how that could be, but we play on. 4-0 run to start set number 2 for the Spartans. And a bump play, just trying to get that over the net for the Riders, is Jessica Johnson. Unable to do so. Some frustration mounting on the side of Red River as Fargo North off to a 5-0 run to start the second frame. Comes to the near side, and that's going to be a no doubt about it spike kill from A.V. Johnson, the junior for the Rough Riders. And they're able to put an end to the bleeding. A 5-0 run to start set number 2 for Fargo North. The Riders going to have to go on a run of their own. And that one just inside the boundary. An incredible cross-court spike off the right arm of Anna Halverson. And Spartans regain service immediately. 6-1. And an errant over there from the Spartans will give a point to the Riders. Still trying to go on a run. Doing so at the service line will be Maren Gothberg, the sophomore for Grand Forks. And a block at the net. Not able to slow down the spike from Audrey Rydell. And the net players starting to make their presence felt for Fargo North High School. They now lead 7-2. And this is Anna Halverson at the service line for Fargo North. She took the Spartans on a ride in set number 1, trying to have similar impact here in the second set. And a kill at the net. A hesitant from front line from Grand Forks Red River. Audrey Rydell takes advantage and is given credit with the kill. The Spartans starting to separate themselves 8-2 here in frame number 2. Halverson at the service line. Another strong serve to the back row. Grand Forks Red River is going to have to recover. Flanagan sends it over the net. And a little bit of a pinball type defensive mechanism there for Fargo North. It was a hot potato of sorts. Point in favor of Grand Forks Red River. The Spartans with an 8-3 lead, given the liberty to laugh about it at this juncture. A.V. Johnson now at the service line for the Riders. Kuntz has her spike blocked. Fargo North has one extra hit, and it's going to be a spike on the near side. Good job by Gothberg to pop that one up. And it's going to be a net infraction against Grand Forks Red River. Point credited to the Spartans. Lila Pladsen into the game, sophomore for Fargo North. Kuntz has her spike blocked, but immediately is able to block it right back. Fargo North not able to react in time. Great play at the net there from Lizzie Kuntz for Grand Forks Red River. And now Kuntz heads to the service line, trying to go on a run for the Riders. Cross-court spike. Over to the far side, that's Groob, and it's blocked at the net. However, the point credited to the Riders. A net infraction from Lila Pladsen. Grand Forks now only trailing by 4 here in set number 2 after dropping the opening frame 25-22 in a close one. And a serve that gets tipped, apparently, by Grand Forks Red River. It was touched, I believe, by Coons. The kill given credit to Lila Peterson for Fargo North. Their lead now doubled up over Grand Forks Red River, 10-5 on our All True Health System scoreboard. And a ace given credit to Audrey Rydell. Rydell with the fastball from the service line. Red River has to send this one over. Doing so is Grube. She's going to hit it into the net. So the Spartans look poised to go on another run here. Starting off set number 2 with a 5-point run. They've been able to put on cruise control since then. Until Grand Forks Red River is able to go on a run. There's a free one after the errant serve. London Flanagan, one of the 2 seniors on this Rough Rider volleyball program in 2025 at the service line. And there's an ace. An ace for Flanagan makes it a 5-point set number 2 score, 12-7 in favor of the Spartans over the Riders. Flanagan with that galloping serve. Good play by the libero for Fargo North and a kill at the net. Good job there by Lila Pladson, getting set up by Gretchen Snowden. So sophomore to sophomore connection there for Fargo North, and they regain service, now leading 13-7. Already with a set lead of 1-0 over Grand Forks Red River. Kuntz's spike is blocked at the net. It's going to be a net infraction against Grand Forks Red River. So point is awarded to the Spartans. Their lead once again doubled up over Red River, 14-7. Good dig on the back row there by Audrey Rydell. Sent over by Snowden. Gothberg sends it over for the Riders. Flanagan sets this one over to the far side. Grube with a nice touch over. And miscommunication from the Rough Rider defense after a good rally leads to a point given credit to the Spartans. 15-7 now in favor of Fargo. Snowden at the service line. This one has to go over, and it does from Paige Anderson. A block at the net by Gothberg, and that should be a momentum play for the Rough Riders. Gothberg's made her presence felt at the net a couple of times throughout the duration of this broadcast. She's listed as a starter, the only sophomore that made the starting rotation for Grand Forks Red River. They now trail 15-8 here in set number 2 after dropping the opening frame 25-22. And an error, a fault at the service line will give momentum right back to Fargo North. Heading to serve for the Spartans is number 18, Claire Carr. A little bit too much on the punch play from A.V. Johnson, running out of real estate near the net. And it is deep beyond the boundary. And the Spartans continue to operate on cruise control here in set number 2, 17-8 on our All True Health System scoreboard. Grube with the finesse play at the net. Spartans still able to set up their offensive play. And over on the far side from Lucy Rydell creates some confusion on the defense for the Rough Riders, and that's going to be another point awarded to Fargo North. They now have a 10-point advantage, and that's going to call for a timeout. called by Carolyn Olson. This timeout brought to you by Big Jim's Tire. No job is too big for Jim's. And Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run apparel, sign, and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. This is Rough Rider Volleyball on KNOX Live Sports.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, GrandTrailersSales.com.
Rivals on the ice, united in the stands, and everyone's geared up from Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World. Hockey gear, fan apparel, Nodak Pride, we've got it all and more. Locally owned, 1004 South Washington Street. Shop local, shop Jarrell's.
Welcome back. Coming out of the coach's timeout called by Carolyn Olson, the head coach of Grand Forks Red River. Once again, that timeout brought to you by Big Jim's Tire and Apex Apparel. The Riders needing to go on a run after dropping set number 1, 25-22. They now trail by 10 in set number 2. And the over from Carson Grube misses on the outer side of the boundary on the far side. So out of the timeout, Fargo North is able to maintain the momentum. The lead stretched to 11. Gothberg sends it over for the Rough Riders, an amazing spike, and you can feel the momentum mounting for Fargo North. The kill given credit to Anna Halverson. They lead by 12, 20-8 here in set number 2. Fargo North, you can just feel the momentum on their bench and the lack thereof on the side of Grand Forks Red River, and reaching over the net for Fargo North there is Anna Halverson. So that's going to be a foul committed by the Spartan Junior, and that gives a much-needed point to Grand Forks Red River. Hopefully that breathes some life into the Rider bench. Great positioning there from Jessica Johnson, sending it over for the Riders. Fargo North able to recover. Coons with a kill on the far side. And one too many on the side of Fargo North. So the Riders going on a run here in set number 2. They've cut the lead now in half. It's 20-10. Still might be too little too late here in set number 2 for the Rough Riders. That goes off the head of a Fargo North net player. That's Claire Carr. Still counts, and they're not able to recover. A kill on the far side. Taking advantage of the confusion from the Spartans is Lizzie Coons, the senior outside hitter for the Riders. They've now won 3 consecutive points, 20-11 on our All True Health System scoreboard here in set number 2. A block. They need to get this one over. Doing so is Flanagan. This one needs to get over once again. Good recovery by Coons. And a kill at the net. Too much to handle for the Riders. Anna Halverson, the 6'1" middle hitter, the junior all-conference level talent for the Spartans, gives service right back to Fargo North. They lead 21-11. Gothberg with a strong strike, misses outside. A little bit too far left there from Maren Gothberg. And Fargo North inching closer to that 25 number here in set number 2 after winning set number 1, 25-22. I have to continue to verbalize that. Don't have a spot on our scoreboard which communicates the set score. Fargo North leading 1-0 on the brink of making it 2-0. Near side, Audrey Rydell has it blocked at the net. And Kuntz's spike, good dig on the back row by Meredith Pladsen. Then a kill on the near side by Audrey Rydell. Makes the Spartans 2 points away from securing back-to-back sets to start the volleyball match. A couple of 1 and 2 teams in the Eastern Dakota Conference trying to create separation in the standings. Fargo North with all the momentum on the road here inside Red River High School Gymnasium. Great recovery there by Claire Carr, just putting out her left fist and able to get it over the net. But Grand Forks Red River takes advantage, getting the kill on that one is Avie Johnson. That is number 11 on the near side net for the Riders. Trailing 23-12. Gothberg at the service line. And a strong kill from Anna Halverson, playing middle hitter for Fargo North. And now it's set point. 24-12. And the galloping serve from Anna Halverson, who's been impressive at the night all night long, and for that matter all season long, has a fault at the service line. Still with their backs against the wall are the Rough Riders. This is Avie Johnson at the service line. And her serve is in. That's going to be an ace for Grand Forks Red River as it gets right on the line. Good call from the backside line judge. And that's an impressive serve there from Avie Johnson. She's going to want to remember how she did that one. Red River wants to have success in set number 3. Probably too little too late here in the second. Team effort to get it over the net there for the Spartans. Far side, Coons. Coons whacks that one over for the Riders. Now a spike on the near side. Good dig on the back row by Lauren Andrus. And a spike on the near side committed by Audrey Rydell. She'll get credit for the kill. And the Spartans off to a set lead of 2-0, 25-22, 25-14. We're going to take a break. This is another intermission break brought to you by our intermission sponsors, Grand Forks Welding and Machine and High Plains Water. This is Rough Rider Volleyball on KNOX Live Sports.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivard's Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Go to rivards.com.
Rivals on the ice, united in the stands, and everyone's geared up from Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World. Hockey gear, fan apparel, Nodak Pride, we've got it all and more. Locally owned, 1004 South Washington Street. Shop local, shop Jarrell's.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, GrandTrailersales.com.
Signature Graphics in East Grand Forks is your one-stop shop for all your branding and design needs. From embroidery, vinyl wrapping, laser print, and more, fully customized from start to finish, all in-house. Signature Graphics. We craft your vision. You watch it come to life.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
It's hard to explain what this feels like. We could try to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit True North Equipment at any of our 10 locations or at www.truenorthequipment.com.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. Pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. SprayAdvantage.com.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
The Ski and Bike Shop proudly supports our local high school athletes on the field, the court, and beyond. Just like sports, adventure starts with the right gear. The Ski and Bike Shop, where your next adventure begins.
Welcome back to our coverage of North Dakota High School volleyball on the Rivard's Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales KNOX Live Sports Network. The Rough Riders with their backs against the wall, dropping set number 1, 25-22, and set number 2, 25-14. That scoring summary is brought to you by Bergstrom Electric. The light does shine brighter for your commercial and home projects. Contact the professionals at Bergstrom Electric. We're getting ready for set number 3 after that brief intermission break. That intermission break brought to you by Grand Forks Welding and Machine and High Plains Water. Grand Forks Red River once again with their backs up against the wall, dropping set number 1, 25-22, set number 2, 25-14. Just a lot to handle at the net from Fargo North. Anna Halverson and Audrey Rydell, we highlighted them during our pregame report, our Tools of the Game segment, brought to you by State Farm, Logan Karski Insurance Agency. As the Rough Riders, just like set number 1, start off with a 1-0 lead. Let's see if they're able to not allow the Spartans to go on a 6-point run, such as what happened in set number 1. Halverson and Rydell, like we mentioned during our Logan Karski Agency State Farm Tools of the Game segment during the pregame show, both with over 90 kills on the season. So a lot to handle at the net for Grand Forks Red River, and you can start to see the confidence building on the Fargo North bench. Well, let's see how Red River comes out of this set timeout, going on an early 2-0 run. And a faulty serve gives service right back to the Spartans. Claire Carr comes into the game, the junior for Fargo North, trying to take the Spartans on a ride. They've been on these early set runs that have really allowed themselves to build a cushion. And that was the difference in set number 1 and more than the difference that they needed in set number 2. And a good block at the net. Good job to meet Anna Halverson at the net. Doing so is Avie Johnson, the junior setter and outside hitter for Grand Forks Red River. They lead 3-1 in set number 3, trailing the set score 2-0 versus Fargo North. A slight, the net not completely level potentially. The officials having a conversation with Anna Halverson, outside hitter for Fargo North. Now Carolyn Olson coming out. She gives a look at it. This is an in-game timeout as the net is getting repaired by the coaches and the refs here inside the gymnasium of Red River High School. This timeout brought to you by Big Jim's Tire. No job is too big for Jim's. Also, Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run apparel, sign, and promotional item shop in Grand Forks right on Demers Avenue. So it looks like the net is getting its final approval from head coach of Grand Forks Red River, Carolyn Olson, making sure everything is level. There's no impurities with the net. Provides an opportunity. Grand Forks Red River having a conference on their side, wearing their black home tops with red lettering and numbers. Fargo North wearing their traditional. This is a great uniform matchup. Two old school high schools in the state of North Dakota and the Eastern Dakota Conference. Fargo North wearing their navy blue tops with yellow trim and numbers. So it gets its final approval from Carolyn Olson. The overseer of the project steps in and does it herself. London Flanagan at the service line for the Riders. They lead here in set number 3, 3-1. Having to recover are the Riders. Flanagan sends this one over from the back line. Coons with a kill at the net. Good job to set that one up. On the back row is Claire Carr for Fargo North. And the tip goes out of bounds. Point for the Spartans. Red River's goal and objective here in set number 3 is to stay even-keeled, not allow the Spartans to go on those long, extended runs that have allowed them to build comfortable cushions in both sets number 1 and 2. And a kill at the net on the far side from Carson Grube. Not sure exactly after watching it initially if Halverson was able to block it back to the other side for Fargo North, but the far side official gives credit to Grand Forks Red River. Good serve from Kuntz. The return is just outside. That really looked dangerously close, just inches away. But the back line judge here inside Red River High School says out of bounds. Point awarded to the Riders. Their biggest lead so far here in the volleyball match. And unable to get to it is Kuntz. Good thing she did not, as it goes out of bounds. Point awarded to Grand Forks Red River. So the net players for the Spartans trying to dial in their spikes here in set number 3 after they've been dialed in throughout sets number 1 and 2. And a faulty serve from Grand Forks will give the service back to the Spartans. They trail 6-3, the largest lead throughout both sets 1 and 2, and also in set number 3 for the Rough Riders, a lead of 3. In the third set, Fargo North winning set number 1, 25-22, and set number 2, 25-14. Great cross-court spike on the far side from Carson Grube. Let's take a look at that replay. Brought to you by American Family Insurance, Tyler Nagel Agency. And we're going to get a look at that cross-court spike from Grube. We return to the action, 7-3, Grand Forks Red River. Good recovery by the Riders. Kuntz, half-court spike. And a good block at the net. Another excellent job. A team combination between Paige Anderson and also Maren Gothberg at the net for the Riders. And you can get the sense that the confidence is building on the bench for Grand Forks. They lead set number 3, 8-3. Trailing the set score 2-0 versus Fargo North. And point is awarded to Grand Forks Red River. Unsure, it looked like a good kill from Kate Montplaisir. Nevertheless, the officials give credit to Red River. It was an infraction of some sort. Block at the net from the Riders. They have one more hit. Gets sent over to the far side and a booming kill from Carson Grube. She's had a couple of those here on this run for the Riders. They lead 10-3, and that causes a timeout from Rachel Hummel, the head coach of Fargo North. This timeout brought to you by Big Jim's Tire and Apex Apparel. We'll be right back with Rough Rider Volleyball on KNOX Live Sports.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivard's Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Go to rivards.com.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
We return to the action. Grand Forks Red River trailing the set score 2-0, but off to a great start here in set number 3 after the fault from the Riders. Fargo North able to trim the deficit to 6. 10-4 in favor of Red River in set number 3. At the service line for the Spartans, this is going to be number 12, Meredith Platson, the junior for Fargo North. Grove, who's been feeling it, gets a little bit too much net on that swing. It'll be a net infraction and a point awarded to Fargo North. They have cut the lead now in half, 10-5 in favor of the Riders. And a strong serve on the service line from Meredith Pladsen. And the bump goes all the way to the net from the back line of Red River. The Riders trying to avoid a run out of the timeout. Well-timed timeout by Rachel Hummel for Fargo North. The Spartans appear to be back, but only momentarily. Great play at the net there from Paige Anderson, who's made her presence felt. Coming off the bench for Grand Forks Red River is Anderson. Getting credit with the block there. 11-6 now in set number 3. The set from Grube on the back line does not reach its intended target, so back and forth we go out of the timeout. 7-11 Fargo North. Trailing Grand Forks Red River in set number 3. The serve there catches a little bit of net. Paige Anderson on the near side, and that gets Fargo North running around like a chicken with its head cut off. Great play there. A couple of noticeable plays from Paige Anderson. And the Riders lead by 5 in set number 3. Once again dropping set 1 25-22 and set number 2 25-14 against Fargo North. So the Riders with their backs against the wall, gotta have it set. And a kill at the net, credited to Meredith Pladsen on the near side. Gets through the front line net defense from Grand Forks Red River. The service will now go to the libero for the Spartans, Gretchen Snowden. Gothberg with a full court spike. Touch play at the net. Great finesse there from Anna Halverson, who was approaching 100 kills on the season. Coming into tonight's matchup, she had in between 92 and 95. Unsure on who had more between her and Rydell. We can certainly go back and take a look at that. Flanagan able to get the recovery and a great spot placement from Lizzie Coons, putting it where the defense isn't. Red River extends their lead to 4. Jessica Johnson comes into the game for Red River, immediately heads to the service line for the Riders, trying to go on a run to build a more comfortable lead. Currently, the margin sits at 4 in a gotta-have-it set for the Riders, and a little bit too much juice on the return from Fargo North. Stretches the Rider lead to 5 here in set number 3. Jessica Johnson serving from the far side of the court. Always interesting to see where these players elect to perform their serve. Too much mustard once again from Pladsen this time on the near side. And the Riders lead 15-9. Big arching serve, and that's an excellent ace from Lizzie Johnson. Correction, that's Jessica Johnson, not Lizzie Johnson, the junior setter for Grand Forks Red River, taking the Riders on a run. 3 consecutive points from the service line. Fargo North now electing to set up their offense. A full court spike and an excellent dig on the back line by Grube. Here comes Fargo North once again. This time it's a finesse touch by Anna Halverson, who gets credit with the kill. Great effort on the back row there by Carson Grube. An excellent rally between both of these teams. Eventually, Halverson decides to use her changeup at the net, and that gives the Spartans double digits here in set number 3. They trail by 6, and an ace makes it a 5-point deficit. At the service line for Fargo North, given credit with that ace, is number 18, Claire Carr, the junior setter for the Spartans. Checking in now for Grand Forks Red River is Lauren Endries, replacing Maren Gothberg. Booming spike from Flanagan. Fargo North able to recover a great back row spike. And that is going to be I think that's Audrey Rydell with the spike. A couple of Rydells listed. We have a senior and a freshman on the team for Fargo North, so a good pipeline of Rydells, both with excellent talent, both featured in the starting lineup. Starting lineup brought to you by Forks Fence Company, powered by Greenworks. And a hit from Fargo North that is outside of the boundary. Makes it a 5-point match, 17-12. London Flanagan now at the service line. Snowden sends it over. And not a lot of real estate for Jessica Johnson to work with. That's an uncomfortable play to make at the net. Easy mistake to make. Point credited to Fargo North. They regain the service line. Meredith Pladsen taking care of those responsibilities. Over to the far side, Groob with the spike, and she gets the kill. Unable to send that one back for Fargo North is number 21, Anna Halverson, and number 15, Lucy Rydell. So Red River regains a 5-point advantage in a gotta have it set number 3 for Red River. Coons at the service line. Here's a freebie for the Riders. Gothberg punches it over. Flapping hands at the net. Good active hands from Marin Gothberg. She'll be credited with the kill. And Fargo North Grand Forks Red River inching closer to their first set victory of the matchup. A fault there from the service line will give service back to the Spartans, only trailing by 5. Anna Halverson, who's been causing some fits for the Rider defense at the service line, gets an ace there for the Spartans. Only trailing by 4. Big galloping serve from Anna Halverson. And this one goes into the net. Riders don't mind that one bit. They get to the 20-point mark for the second time. They achieved 22 in set number 1, only able to get to 14 in set number 2. Gotta have it set here in the third. Service from A.V. Johnson. Riders get a block. They have 2 more touches. On the far side, that's Groob. An immediate return from Fargo North. The Riders are ready for it. Kuntz sends it over. Now on the far side, too much off the hands of Lucy Rydell. That's going to be a point credited to Grand Forks Red River. Groob gets it over for the Riders. And a booming spike from Audrey Rydell on the near side. Too much to handle for the Rider defense. The Spartans making this set interesting. 21-16 on our All True Health System scoreboard. The Riders got to have it to force a set number 4. Good recovery. Let's see if the Riders are able to get it over. Groob able to do so. As Coons ran basically to the Rough Rider bench for that second touch. Now the far side, Groob with the finesse play, and she's going to get the kill. Looked like maybe she jumped a little bit early, but her athletic ability allows herself to recover, and she just punches it over the netting. And we're going to have a timeout called by the Spartans. This is Rachel Hummel calling the timeout for Fargo North. Set score in set number 3, 22-16 in favor of the Riders after dropping set number 1, 25-22, and set number 2, 25-14. We'll keep it here through this timeout. The timeout is brought to you by Big Jim's Tire. No job is too big for Jim's. And Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run apparel, sign, and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. They've done a great job for the KNOX sports department. Both polos that we had embroidered last season, this season, we decided that with the Grand Forks climate, we should get a long sleeve apparel option as well with the quarter zip. And we trusted Elizabeth and her team over at Apex Apparel, and you should too. Our timeout sponsors on KNOX Live Sports, Big Jim's Tire and Apex Apparel. Coming out of the timeout, Grube taking care of the serving for Grand Forks Red River. Grube with an athletic set. This one has to go over, a little miscommunication. Coons just throws her left palm out and is able to get it over for the Riders. Another dig there on the back line from Coons. Gothberg sends it over. And a touch play, some misdirection at the net from Lucy Rydell, the freshman setter for Fargo North. Not going quietly into the night here in set number 3 are the Spartans. Everybody in the building thought it was going to come to the near side. A faulty serve from Audrey Rydell. Consecutive faults at the service line for the Spartans, and that might be what plagues Fargo North here in the third set as Red River regains service. This is Gothberg. Good block at the net. One more touch. This one's going to be taken care of by Paige Anderson. Able to recover are the Spartans. Flanagan on the far side. And here's Lizzie Kuntz trying to get it to the back corner. Good touch by Audrey Rydell, but not able to get it to the near side hitter. And that's going to be a point for the Riders, and it is set point. Trailing 2-0 is Grand Forks Red River. They had to have it, and they find themselves just 1 point away. Gothberg with the serve, a touch at the net. Flanagan throws it high up into the air. Has to go over, it's Flanagan, blocked at the net. One final touch from Fargo North. Good set high into the air. Flanagan once again will send it over. Good rally developing. Near side, Paige Anderson, and that's going to be the kill that wins set number 3 for Grand Forks Red River. 25-17 in favor of the Riders. And we are headed to set number 4 here inside Red River High School. We're going to take a quick break here. A word from our sponsors. When we come back, we'll bring you set number 4. This is Rough Rider Volleyball on the KNOX Live Sports Network.
It takes attention to detail. With your local Bryant dealer, you're getting someone who pays attention to the little things that make a big difference. And to keep your family cool this summer, it takes Bryant.
Connect with Thermal Air today, your Bryant certified dealer.
In Grand Forks, it's about more than just where you live. It's about the people you trust when life happens.
At Logan Karski State Farm, we're proud to protect what matters most. I'm Logan Karski with State Farm, and we'd be honored to be your good neighbor.
When the lights go out, count on the pros. Bergstrom Electric in Grand Forks, the area's largest full-service electrical contractor. From commercial builds to homes, they're trusted for quality, safety, and award-winning work. Call today, 701-775-8897.
When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need. Turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Hey, this is Pastor Paul. I'd like to welcome you to Hope Church, especially if you're a person that doesn't have a place where you hang out spiritually. We would love for you to come and experience hope and find God. Hope Church, 9, 10:30, and 6 p.m. on Sundays. For more information, you can check out gfhope.org.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for two.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on Pick 6, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick 6 meal for two for $19.99.
H&S Electrical Services is proud to support local high school sports. From homes to industry, we deliver safe, reliable electrical solutions. Locally owned and operated, our skilled team ensures quality and service you can trust. H&S, trusted in your homes and businesses.
into the night, winning set 3, 25-17 after dropping sets number 1 and 2 to Fargo North. We're headed to the fourth. This is Rough Rider Volleyball on KNOX Live Sports Network, brought to you by Rivard's Turf and Forage, a specialized seed company in Grand Forks. Visit them at rivards.com. And also Grand Trailer Sales, your trusted partner in hauling solutions since 2007. Just moments away from starting set number 4. And the Riders showing the ability to manage the net talent from Fargo North. Anna Halverson and Audrey Rydell, both all-conference caliber players for the Spartans, held in check in set number 3 after apparently having their way with the Riders in sets number 1 and 2. So how can Carolyn Olson draw up a similar game plan in the fourth to replicate the success that Grand Forks had in frame number 3? We will see. The scoreboard has reset 0 apiece. The Spartans leading the set score 2-1 here inside Red River High School Gymnasium. Starting the service for Fargo North, it will be a fault off the right arm of Claire Carr. So for the third time tonight, Grand Forks Red River starts off the set with a lead. Doing so in set number 1, which they lost 25-22, and set number 3 that they won 25-17. Good dig by Snowden, the libero for Fargo North. And we're having some communications from the officials, and it's going to be a carry infraction, it looks like, against Grand Forks Red River, so point will be awarded to the Spartans. It appeared as if the right fist was thrown out by A.B. Johnson, and that was enough to get it over for Grand Forks Red River. However, it is an infraction called by the officials, so that will even our score up in set number 4, 1 apiece. And a little bit too much air under that spike from Audrey Rydell, the senior star for Fargo North on the near side. That'll give a point to Red River. Back and forth we go. The Riders going to try go on a run, and this is who they want to have at the service line. One of their senior leaders, Lizzie Kuntz, standing at an even 6 feet tall. Lauren Gothberg checking back into the game. Marin Gothberg, rather. Great serve, forcing Fargo North to have to recover on their defensive side. An excellent over, forcing Red River to have to scramble. Now a free ball for the Riders. Over to the far side, kill from Groob. This one has to go over. Snowden does so. And a kill at the net by Marin Gothberg, the sophomore for the Riders. It was blocked at the net, but was not able to get over for Fargo North. The Riders now lead by 2 in set number 4. Lizzie Kuntz at the service line. Touch play at the net by Anna Halverson, deciding to utilize her changeup instead of the fastball. Will return service back to Fargo North. And at the service line is Anna Halverson. This is who the Spartans want to have serving. She's went on a couple of big runs for Fargo North throughout the match. Over by A.V. Johnson. Back to the near side, and it's a block by Johnson. Correction, Johnson standing next to Marin Gothberg. According to our public address announcer, Gothberg will be credited with the block. The kill on the near side. Attempted kill. Spike from Audrey Rydell goes off the arms of Gothberg. And Red River has doubled up their lead. And a faulty serve from the Riders. So back and forth we go. No team able to stretch out a run here in the fourth frame. Got to have it once again for Grand Forks Red River. They trail set score 2-1 on our All True Health System scoreboard. And a dominant spike. A fastball from Audrey Rydell at the middle of the net. Grand Forks Red River defense not prepared for that one. That came off the arm at, I would imagine, my back of the napkin pop can radar gun up here in the Red River High School gymnasium, that had to be north of 70 miles an hour. Probably more. Groob on the far side, change up, cross court, unable to get to it is Snowden on the near side for Fargo North, and Red River regains the set lead. 5-4 here in the fourth. Once again, gotta have it. Red River dropping set number 1 and set number 2, winning set number 3, and it appears to have an increasing sense of confidence for Carolyn Olson's Red River Rough Rider 2025 volleyball team. A big, lots of implications in this EDC matchup is a touch play at the net by Lucy Rydell. Or was that Lila Pladsen? Either way, point for the Spartans. It is Pladsen, according to the public address announcer. Big implications in this match. Both of these teams have a 1-2 record in the conference. Fargo North, is that going to get over? It does. Nobody expected that one. A sense of surprise, and Flanagan is able to make no doubt about that one. A cross-court kill from the senior leader for the Rough Riders. And they regain the lead here in set number 4. Back and forth we go. 6-5 on our All True Health System scoreboard in favor of the Riders. 5 teams in the Eastern Dakota Conference with a record of 1-2. Both of these teams a part of that field, both Red River and Fargo North. And a play at the net, looking for a call, is Pladsen on the near side. Meredith Pladsen, her touch play misses to the near side on the outer boundary. So 2 straight points for the Riders, trying to go on an extended run, but a fault off the right arm of Maren Gothberg will give a point to the Spartans. Gretchen Snowden, the libero, defensive specialist for Fargo North at the service line. Kill from Lizzie Kuntz, and a beauty. And on the near side, that is actually Paige Anderson, number 14. 14 and 15, getting those numbers mixed up. But another impressive play by the junior opposite side hitter for the Riders. They now lead 8-6 in set number 4. Jessica Johnson at the service line, and a spike, good dig by Andrus on the back line. Not able to have a similar result there. The tip from Rydell gives the Spartans a point. They trail by 1 here in set number 4, 8-7 in favor of the Riders. Claire Carr at the service line now for Fargo. Andrus has the first touch. Over to the far side, Avie Johnson sends it over. A spike at the net, it's blocked. 2 remaining touches for the Riders. Flanagan's going to be the last one to the plate. Good rally developing. Near side spike from Avie Johnson. Not able to land. The rally continues. Far side, Flanagan tips it. Fargo North able to recover. A booming spike from Audrey Rydell. And the Spartans have evened it up in set number 4, 8 apiece. An amazing rally back and forth, some great digs on the back row for both teams. Eventually, Audrey Rydell has that booming spike for a kill to tie things up. Let's see if Fargo North is able to utilize that play to capture some momentum. And an attempted kill at the net from Lizzie Kuntz, misses wide on the outside boundary. So the Spartans have their first lead here in set number 4, 9-8. And that goes through the rafters. The spike from Kuntz surprised his car, and that's going to be a point for Fargo North. A spike off the right arm of Lizzie Kuntz. Bumping it was Claire Carr. Had so much power after the arm of Kuntz, it goes through the rafters, doesn't hit any structure, and the point is awarded to Fargo North. They now lead by 2. Flanagan with the over. Over to the near side, and it is going to be out. Attempted kill there from Meredith Pladsen. So the Rough Riders trailing by 1. In another gotta have it set. The 4th frame. Coons with the serve. The throw, maybe not exactly where Coons wanted to have that one. It's going to be a fault, so service returns back to Fargo North. Taking care of their responsibilities will be Meredith Pladsen, junior outside hitter for Fargo North. Now we're having some questions being asked by Carolyn Olson, the head coach for Grand Forks Red River, barking out some rotational orders to her ladies on the court. And basically a de facto timeout here being called by Carolyn Olson. They're allowing it to happen. Not sure what question could be, conversation topic could be discussed. The near side official being in charge of the rotation, barking out orders. Seems to be a collaborative process. All of the riders on the court giving their 2 cents on the matter. So gotta have it set for Grand Forks Red River, dropping set number 1, 25-22. Set number 2 went the way of the Spartans as well, 25-14. The Riders with their backs against the wall in frame number 3, winning 25-17. Still with their backs against the wall, trailing 11-9 here in set number 4. That scoring summary brought to you by Bergstrom Electric. The light does shine brighter for your commercial builds and home projects. Trust the professionals in an employee-owned company. They take pride in their work. Bergstrom Electric, our scoring summary sponsor on KNOX Live Sports. Still trying to sort out some rotational issues on the end of Grand Forks Red River. Don't want to send us to break. Do not want to miss a second of the action. This has been an exhilarating broadcast on 2 teams. We'll pull up the standings in the Eastern Dakota Conference like we've mentioned ad nauseum throughout the duration of this matchup. 5 teams with a 1-2 record in conference play. 2 of those 5 teams playing on the hardwood here inside of Red River High School. The Rough Riders playing host to Fargo North. The Rough Riders, although they're 1-2 in league play, have an overall record of 6-3. Fargo North under 500 on the season with their overall record coming in at 4-7. Both of these teams trying to create some separation from the rest of the pack as we're approaching the midpoint of the season already in the Ides of October. Other games in action tonight, West Fargo taking on West Fargo Horace. Fargo South playing Fargo Shanley. Grand Forks Central playing host to Fargo Davies, and West Fargo Cheyenne playing Moorhead, and it appears we are poised to resume to the action. Fargo North at the service line, leading by 2 in set number 4. Over to the far side, a kill too much from Carson Gruby. So it's a point awarded to the Spartans after that lengthy timeout. Not an official timeout, but we'll still give a shout out to our break sponsors, Big Jim's Tire and Apex Apparel. A block at the net from Fargo South, and they maintain that dominance at the net. A good job by Audrey Rydell, also Anna Halverson. At the net. Attempted kill there from Lizzie Coons. Over to the far side, Groob, rather. And a great over from Grand Forks Red River, able to stick with it, and a block at the net. Grand Forks Red River sends it right back. Excellent play there. Putting it where the defense isn't is Lizzie Coons. Heads up play there by the senior leader for Grand Forks Red River. They regained service at a point where they needed it oh so desperately. 13-10 now. The Riders trailing Fargo North in set number 4. Got to have it set once again for the Riders. A tip at the net by Halverson. Comes over to the near side. A booming spike from A.V. Johnson. And that's going to be a kill credited to the junior setter and outside hitter, a versatile player for Grand Forks Red River. Now trailing just by 2 in the 4th frame. Lizzie Kuntz at the service line. Just a hair too deep. Good call by the backside line judge. Right when it felt like Grand Forks Red River was starting to capture some momentum here in set number 4, a faulty serve brings Anna Halverson to the service line for Fargo North. This one has to go over. Doing so is Gothberg. Gothberg with a strong kill. Too much to handle for the back row of Fargo North, and they're not able to cleanly set up their offense. Grand Forks Red River regains that momentum we were just talking about. Let's see if they can run with it and go on a run here in set number 4. A.V. Johnson at the service line. Solid serve. Free ball now for Red River. Over to the far side, that's Groob, and it's blocked at the net by Lucy Rydell. Good block by the freshman on the far side. Maren Gothberg with a strong spike right into the arms of the freshman Lucy Rydell. The Spartans lead by 3, trying to close out the volleyball match. And that's Lila Platson on the far side, getting set up by the defensive specialist Gretchen Snowden. Fargo North extends their lead to 4 here in frame number 4. Over to the far side, Groob with a strong spike. The return out of bounds. Too much to handle for the back row for Fargo North. The bump coming off the hands of Lexi Lee. Haven't called her name yet today. Goes all the way back to the Red River side of the net. Out of bounds. Groob at the service line. Too much. Back and forth we go. Neither team has went on too much of a run. Obviously Fargo North. Coons, Flanagan able to get it over for Red River. Far side, aggressive swing from Lila Platson. Looking for a cross-court spike, goes out of bounds. Point to the Riders. Now's the time to go on a run. Maren Gothberg, sophomore middle hitter at the service line. Strong serve, and it's a beauty. An ace to the back line. Capture that replay, show you when the time is appropriate. Hopefully when the Riders are able to get things a little bit tighter, maybe a timeout will be called. Platson sends this one over. And Lizzie Kuntz with a booming spike. Great dig by Snowden. Fargo North able to respond. This one has to go over, and it's a mishit from Flanagan. So an excellent spike there from Gretchen Snowden, and that was the difference in that rally. Grand Forks Red River not able to return the favor. Spartans regain a 3-point lead in set number 4. And Snowden with that excellent dig on the most previous point, now at the service line. Flanagan sends it over for the Riders. At the net, it's a tip. Lucy Rydell, good high IQ play from the freshman. That's a tip drill. The lead is extended to 4 for the Spartans. Gretchen Snowden, the sophomore defensive specialist, stays at the service line. Strong serve to the back row. Fargo North able to recover after a strong return from the Riders. Lizzie Kuntz's spike has too much on it. Out of bounds, deep by half of a foot. So the lead continues to stretch out for Fargo North. 20-15 in favor of the Spartans. Snowden going on a run at the service line. Near side, good tip by Paige Anderson. Free ball now for the Riders. Lizzie Kuntz with a booming spike. Good dig return by Fargo. Lizzie Kuntz once again with the dig is Lucy Rydell, the freshman, making some incredible plays. And once again, that's the difference. Fargo North gets another point. 21-15, consecutive spikes off the right arm of the senior outside hitter for Grand Forks Red River, Lizzie Kuntz, and consecutive digs for Lucy Rydell, the freshman for Fargo North. Snowden still at the service line. Consistent serve to that back line. Tip drill by Anna Halverson at the near side. Haven't said her name too terribly much here in set number 4. Certainly plenty throughout the course of the matchup. The lead is now 7 for the Spartans over the Riders, trying to close out the match with a set lead of 2-1 inside Red River High School. Nice consistent serve from Gretchen Snowden. Going onto the scorer's table is Avie Johnson. Excellent display of effort. Not much she can do about it. Timeout. Carolyn Olson has seen enough. Fargo North 2 points away from winning the volleyball match. This is North Dakota High School Volleyball on KNOX Live Sports.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
When the lights go out, count on the pros. Bergstrom Electric in Grand Forks, the area's largest full-service electrical contractor. From commercial builds to homes, they're trusted for quality, safety, and award-winning work. Call today, 701-775-8897.
Ready to launch your future? At Northland Community and Technical College, opportunity starts here. Train for high-demand technical and skilled trades, or start with an affordable Associates of Arts degree and transfer with ease. Visit northlandcollege.edu.
Welcome back to our coverage of Rough Rider Volleyball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales KNOX Live Sports Network. The Rough Riders now officially with their backs against the wall. Fargo North, thanks to an amazing service run from Gretchen Snowden, their sophomore defensive specialist, has Fargo only 2 points away from winning set number 4, and that would secure the match. And out of the timeout, an icing of sorts there from Carolyn Olson forces a fault from Snowden. An excellent run from the sophomore defensive specialist, but the Riders were able to regain service. They need now to go on a run for themselves. Jessica Johnson, junior setter for the Riders. Flanagan sends this one right back. Good hands by Audrey Rydell, but Flanagan gets another crack at it, and she makes no mistake with that one. It's a block for Flanagan. The Riders trail by 6, 23-17. Another tip at the net there from Anna Halverson. Excellent diving effort from Carson Grube. Trying to get a hand on it. She was successfully able to pop it up, and now we're at match point. Fargo North 24, Grand Forks Red River 17 here in set number 4. The Spartans have a 2-1 set lead. Trying to take it home for Fargo is Claire Carr at the service line, and she puts it into the net. The Rough Riders still with their backs against the wall. Match point. They're going to send London Flanagan to the service line. One of 2 seniors on the roster for the Rough Riders in the 2025 season. And a spike from Halverson. And it's going to be a touch play at the net from Meredith Pladsen. But it is going to be a block at the net from the Rough Riders. A lot to take in there in a short amount of time. And the Rough Riders still have life. And an ace from Flanagan brings the Riders within 4, 24-20. Looked like Fargo North wasn't even ready for that one. Back line didn't even move. Well-placed ball by London Flanagan. And the Riders still alive, 20-24. And thinking that one was tipped was Lucy Rydell. I thought it was touched by a Rough Rider net player. I think that was Lizzie Coons, but the officials saw otherwise. The Rough Riders keep clawing back, 21-24. Tip play at the net. Flanagan bumps it up. Grube on the far side. Her spike gets thrown up into the air. Snowden to the far side. Flanagan with the set. Now over to the near side. Good strong hit from Avie Johnson. This one's going to be tipped over by Platson. Over to the far side. Grube with the cross-court spike. Nice dig by Snowden from the back row, and it is touched by Flanagan, and that is going to win the game. A half-court spike from Audrey Rydell is going to win it. The Spartans take the match. Set score of 3-1. Final score of set number 4 is 25-21. Going in order, 25-22, 25-14. Both in favor of the Spartans. The Riders took the third frame 25-17 before Fargo North ultimately took the match in set number 4, 25-21. Do not go anywhere. That will do it for the match between Grand Forks, Red River, and Fargo North. But we're going to take a quick break, hear a word from our sponsors, and when we come back, we'll bring you through our coverage of the post-game report brought to you by Spray Advantage and Ski and Bike Shop. Show you some highlights, go through a scoring summary, and also hand out some awards. So don't miss our post-game coverage on the KNOX Live Sports Network. This is Rough Rider Volleyball on KNOX.
When you simplify, you have more time for life. Simplify your life with Hugo's Family Marketplace. No time to run to the grocery store? Hugo's can help. Just click on GoHugos.com and place your order online. We'll fill your order, and you can either pick it up curbside or have it delivered to your home or business. It's really that easy. Just go to GoHugos.com for all the details.
More low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
Thief River Glass handles it all. Aluminum storefronts, auto glass, windows, shower enclosures, and more. Just like our athletes, we're built for every season. No job is too big or too small. Call 218-681-1333 for year-round dependable service.
When you're looking for a change of pace, a change of routine, or a change of scenery, we'll help you find what's next. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
Ready to launch your future? At Northland Community and Technical College, opportunity starts here. Train for high-demand technical and skilled trades or start with an affordable Associates of Arts degree and transfer with ease. Visit northlandcollege.edu.
The Kubota BX Series, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
For expert sales and service, visit Acme Equipment or online at acmekubota.com.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivard's Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Go to rivards.com.
Rivals on the ice, united in the stands, and everyone's geared up from Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World. Hockey gear, fan apparel, Nodak Pride, we've got it all and more. Locally owned, 1004 South Washington Street. Shop local, shop Jarrell's.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, GrandTrailersales.com.
And we welcome you back. This is our post-game report. Grand Forks Red River drops this Eastern Dakota Conference volleyball match to Fargo North by a set score of 3-1. I'm going to reset our scoring here for both teams to resemble the final set score for these teams. Fargo North winning by a set score of 3-1. We are now in the post-game report. This post-game report brought to you by Spray Advantage. Everything you need for the chemical and spraying application on your farm. as well as the Ski and Bike Shop, where your next adventure begins. Check out their e-bike selections as well as their traditional cycle bikes over at the Ski and Bike Shop. Also getting close to ski season, whether it's downhill skiing or cross-country skiing, whatever is your skiing fix. Check out Simon and his team on South Washington at the Ski and Bike Shop. We're going to start off by going through a couple of highlights that we have and the awards that are associated with them. We're going to start off with our finest auto trim cover of the game. A lot of blocks tonight for the Spartans. Both are going to be highlights of Grand Forks Red River.
Far side spike, and it's a block at the net.
Trying to get a number on that one for Red River. That's Lizzie getting up to meet the outside hitter, Audrey Rydell, for Fargo North. So that's going to be our finest auto trim cover of the game. Big or small, they cover it all. And then we're going to have our play of the game. This is brought to you by Holloway Junk and Demo. This is our play of the game. Holloway Junk and Demo, the lead provider of junk removal services in the greater Grand Forks area. So this is going to be our play of the game, and it's going to be a cross-court kill from Lizzie Kuntz. And we should have this one dialed up for you. This is Lizzie Kuntz, one of the senior leaders in the Grand Forks Red River. Actually, it's Carson North winning set number on the far side. She saw an opening cross set number. She decided to deliver that coming in set number 3, the spike that Grand Forks Red River was able to take from Fargo North by a set score of 25-17. That is our play of the game, brought to you by Holloway Junk and Demo, courtesy of Carson Grube. And then our block of the game given to Lizzie Johnson. That is going to be our cover of the game, brought to you by Finest Auto Trim. Big or small, they cover it all. Let's take one more look at that play of the game, brought to you by Holloway Junk and Demo. Once again, this is that cross-court kill from Carson Grube. Just excellent winning awareness, keeping her head up, knowing exactly set number to place it. And then our block of the game, just amazing net specialist, all conference now have time to regroup. Grand Forks
far side spike, and it's a block at the net.
Trying to get a number on that one. Duration of this matchup. Excellent display of meeting the specialists at the net there from Lizzie Kuntz. So those are going to be our two highlight awards that we hand out, our finest auto trim cover of the game and our Holloway Junk and Demo play of the game. We're going to take one final break as we get ready. When we come back, we're going to bring you through one final scoring summary and hand out our PS Garage Doors player of the game. This is our post-game report, brought to you by Spray Advantage and the Ski and Bike Shop, North Dakota High School Volleyball on KNOX Live Sports.
It takes attention to detail. With your local Bryant dealer, you're getting someone who pays attention to the little things that make a big difference. And to keep your family cool this summer, it takes Bryant.
Connect with Thermal Air today, your Bryant certified dealer.
In Grand Forks, it's about more than just where you live. It's about the people you trust when life happens.
At Logan Karski State Farm, we're proud to protect what matters most. I'm Logan Karski with State Farm, and we'd be honored to be your good neighbor.
When the lights go out, count on the pros. Bergstrom Electric in Grand Forks, the area's largest full-service electrical contractor. From commercial builds to homes, they're trusted for quality, safety, and award-winning work. Call today, 701-775-8897.
When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need. Turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Hey, this is Pastor Paul. I'd like to welcome you to Hope Church, especially if you're a person that doesn't have a place where you hang out spiritually. We would love for you to come and experience hope and find God. Hope Church, 9, 10:30, and 6 p.m. on Sundays. For more information, you can check out gfhope.org.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for two.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on Pick 6, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick 6 meal for two for $19.99.
H&S Electrical Services is proud to support local high school sports. From homes to industry, we deliver safe, reliable electrical solutions. Locally owned and operated, our skilled team ensures quality and service you can trust. H&S, trusted in your homes and businesses.
Welcome back to our post post-game coverage of North Dakota High School volleyball. Grand Forks Red River dropping this conference matchup against Fargo North, set score of 3-1. We are wrapping up our post-game report. The post-game report brought to you by the Ski and Bike Shop, where your next adventure begins. And Spray Advantage, everything you need for the chemical and spraying application on your farm. Real quick, we're going to take you through one final scoring summary of each individual set. Fargo North winning set number 1 by a score of 25-22. They won a 6-0 run after Red River got the opening point of the match, and they never looked back. That was the difference in the opening frame, 25-22 for Fargo North. Set number 2 was more dominating fashion for the Spartans, winning that one 25-14. Set number 3, with their backs against the wall, Red River was able to win in rather convincing fashion, 25-17, and then making things very close, a lot of nails being bitten in the crowd. Fargo North was able to close out the match to win their third set in the fourth frame, 25-21. That scoring summary is brought to you by Bergstrom Electric. The light does shine brighter. Now for our final award of the night, it is going to be our PS Garage Doors Player of the Game. And while I hand out our PS Garage Doors Player of the Game, where the PS stands for Pride and Service, I'll bring up one of our pregame elements, our State Farm Logan Karski Agency Tools of the Game. And on there you will see Anna Halverson, the 6'1" junior middle hitter for Fargo North. She came into tonight's matchup with 92 kills and 20 blocks, and I'd say she got to the century mark today, as did Audrey Rydell. Both of those players in tandem. If I could give it out to two players, would give it to both Rydell and Halverson. They were noticeable all night long. Snowden had some excellent digs as well on the back line for the Spartans, but ultimately I'm going to give it to Halverson. The junior middle hitter for Fargo North has reached the century mark on the season after tonight's performance versus Grand Forks Red River, and is also the recipient of our PS Garage Doors Player of the Game. A reminder that the PS stands for Pride in Service. That's going to do it for our broadcast this evening. Grand Forks Red River drops a conference matchup to Fargo North, a set score of 3-1 in favor of the Spartans over the Riders. My name is Sam Jensen. It was a pleasure to cover some high school volleyball for you this evening. Alongside me is Joey Spanger, the eyes of our sports department, always doing a great job of keeping us on the action. It was a pleasure, and we are going to resume coverage. We have a soccer match on Thursday, and we also have a football game on Friday night at Cushman Field as well. Please make sure to visit our website, knoxradio.com, under the live sports tab to see a schedule. Also, you could click on the live tab on our YouTube channel to see the broadcast that we have scheduled throughout the remainder of the week. Until next time, have a wonderful evening. Sam Jensen and KNOX Live Sports.